Hoy es lunes, hoy empieza mi semana. Amigos, ¿cómo estáis? Ven. ¿Cómo va todo? ¿Vamos a ganar al Bernabéu o no? ¿Vamos a ganar al Bernabéu o no?
Sí, claro. Bien.
¿Sí? Voy a saltar al Bernabéu, amigo.
Sí, seguro.
Quiero ir al Bernabéu. Esta foto vamos a repetir.
Muy bien planeado.
Vamos a ver a Ronaldinho de cara. El sueño de ver aquí a Ronaldinho y delante de todo el mundo. Vamos a ver. Vamos a grabar el... Vas a grabar el vídeo porque voy a para
Sí.
¿ok?
Y me he dado una foto también, ¿eh?
Sí. Visca Barça.
Visca Barça, amigo.
Un mensaje de saltador. Confirmación como el mejor saltador del mundo. Voy a saltar el saltador galáctico. Vamos a Madrid, amigo. Pregunto, ¿qué es mejor? ¿El único galáctico o el saltador galáctico?
El saltador galáctico.
Soy Jimmy y soy comercial de libros. Necesito ganar dinero para poder financiar mis viajes, mis jumps, mis saltos. Voy a saltar por todo el mundo. Es mi sueño y voy a buscarlo. Gracias. De los 15 años a los 25 he estado muchos castings probando suerte para ser actor. No he conseguido estar en pantalla, en televisión, en cine, ¿sí? Pero he pensado, Jimmy, tú quieres ser actor, quieres luchar por tu sueño, no vas a conseguir en castings, mucha gente, muy difícil. Voy a saltar a un campo de fútbol, quiero ver a Jimmy, quiero verme a mí en televisión, ¿sabes? Quiero estar en un anuncio, no he conseguido, voy a saltar. Entonces yo he decidido saltar con 25 años. He decidido saltar en un campo de fútbol. El primer evento fue en el 2002, fue como un salto en el campo de Barcelona. Fue un propósito de una idea que he tenido de tiempo, ¿no? Porque me ha hecho curiosidad desde pequeño, ¿no? Estaba con David y Raquel, que son una pareja, amigos míos. Estábamos en un bar de abajo de mi casa, donde vivo.
Nos reunió un día a todos en el antiquari y nada, hablando, charloteando y diciendo cosas. Pues surgió una idea. Él dijo, voy a saltar y tengo que saltar y tengo que manejar a alguien. Entonces nosotros nos quedamos, ¿pero qué dices, tío? ¿Pero cómo vas a saltar? Sí, voy a saltar y tengo la camiseta en casa y me vais a acompañar vosotros.
Entonces hemos ido al campo con un coche, hemos aparcado bien. Sientes los nervios cuando llegas al estadio y lo ves, ¿no? Y dices, hostia, ahora tengo que saltar aquí delante de todo el mundo, las cámaras, todo, ¿no?
Nos colamos dentro del Camp Nou, la seguridad la pasamos directamente, nos colocamos dentro, la cámara yo la llevaba dentro.
Pero bueno, me recuerdo que he ido al lavabo, he mirado al espejo y he dicho, me he visto a mí la imagen y dices, Jimmy, vas a saltar hoy y vas a divertirte. Cuando saltes, corre y hasta que te va a coger el policía, ¿no?
Y en un descuido que estábamos hablando él y yo, saltó. Saltó de tal manera que empezamos, ¿pero qué hace? ¡Loco, loco!
Luego ha ido bien, ha salido en los diarios, newspapers, en la televisión. Me ha gustado y he visto que es una forma de dar un mensaje al mundo de libertad y para mí es un arte.
Well, the first times I've heard of anyone streaking was obviously Michael O'Brien in the early 70s. Famous picture of him with the policeman's helmet, coroner's parts. And then later on after that, I think probably about 10 years later, Eric Rowe with the big mamas, whatever you want to call them. There's a lady in America, Morgana Roberts, also known as the Kissing Bandit. She streaked through the 70s and the 80s at big baseball games and such as that. So they're the people that everyone's heard of in the early stages of streaking. And until the first time I streaked in '93, you know, I didn't know nothing about it. It was a totally new arena for me, totally different experience to anything I've ever known in life. My first streak was in Hong Kong at the Rugby Sevens. I was working in a bar, so I'd been drinking all day and well most of the night, so I was pretty pissed. So on the Saturday evening, all the guys came from the tournament. Everyone smoked this girl who did a streak. I just turned around, matter-of-factly, anyone can streak. So the owner of the bar was stood next to me. He said, OK, big mouth, you streak tomorrow? I went, yeah, of course, yeah. So I went home that evening, pissed as a fart. I'm lying on the couch, and the last thought in my head before I went unconscious was, what have I said? The first time I'd actually looked into the stadium, 65,000 people. I shit myself. The first thing I saw was this fella with a live chicken, swinging it round his head. I thought, what's going on? I just thought it was going to be everyone just sitting there, you know, watching a game of rugby. It wasn't. It was a carnival. There was people everywhere with drinks. Everyone's dancing. I went, oh, like this. It's sort of my kind of atmosphere, you know what I mean? Clothes are off. I said, mind me clothes for me. So I've run on. As I'm running back, so I've turned around and run backwards. So all my friends at this end of the stadium, I'm waving to say, OK, listen, I've done it. And as I've turned around, there's the ball. So I ran over, picked the ball, and the whole length of the stadium scored a try. Without thinking about it, as I turned round, the whole stadium, all at once. What do you do? Wave. And the whole atmosphere went electric in the stadium. And that affected me. I felt all that energy from 65,000 people all at once hitting me at that one time. And I loved the reaction from people. I knew I was doing something right. So I didn't plan anything at all. I just thought, just do a few major events, see how it goes. Well, since the very first time I streaked that day in Hong Kong, this is nearly 13 years later, I've done about 50 major events. But all in all, I've streaked about 428 times.
Bueno, aquí tengo un resumen de mis saltos. Este es el salto que hicimos en Liverpool. Entonces aquí está Mourinho. Este es Mourinho y la bandera de Barcelona en la cara, y este es un amigo que saltó también conmigo. Este es un desfile que he saltado en una pasarela de moda con el presidente de Cataluña riéndose también. Tengo este para hacer un homenaje al primer saltador del mundo, Mike O'Brien. The best jumpers in the world, Jimmy Jam en Crazy Kangaroo. Jimmy Jam, el jugador número 9. To Jimmy Dennis Rodman, es amigo mío, es americano, amigo mío. Jimmy Jam, Barcelona, campeones de Liga del 2005. Jimmy Spring for Deutschland, la del Papa de Roma también. Cuando se ha muerto, pues quería saltar con Jimmy Jam, con una bandera de Polonia, polaca. Mira, con estos calzoncillos, ¿ves? Estos son los de Liverpool. Guardo todos mis saltos, soy un loco.
Todo el mundo dice, eso es un mamarracho. Pero él no es un mamarracho. Él es una persona que salta porque es su propia libertad. Y saltando de esa manera puede adjudicar su bienestar.
Pienso que forma parte del espectáculo. Pienso. La gente me dice, ¿qué, Jimmy, cuándo vas a saltar? Y quieren verlo también. Dentro de una semana vamos a estar todo el equipo en Madrid para intentar saltar en el Bernabéu.
Saltas con el balón, vas a la portería del Madrid y le haces un gol a Casillas.
Difícil, ¿eh?
Con la pelota.
No lo puedo hacer aquí a él, lo voy a hacer a Casillas. Entonces voy a saltar por ellos, ¿no? Quiero que estén contentos y vean que estoy vivo. He's alive, ¿no? Jimmy is alive. Allí fue el inicio de todo y allí yo pensaba en que, bueno, voy a hacer un profesional, ¿no? del salto. Me ha gustado, he estado bien, estaba fuerte, corría bien. Y de allí pues ha salido la idea de Jimmy Jam y todo, ¿no? O sea, la página web, las camisetas, de hacer un propio marca.
Saltar es saltar, es hacer un salto que es enérgico, es una energía que tienes, sientes y luego pues la expresas en el escenario, ¿no? Saltando en un sitio que hay mucha energía, mucha luz y tú haces una aparición que nadie espera y tú saltas para la gloria.
To be a professional streaker, it takes timing, imagination, speed, depending on how many people are chasing you.
I mean, when you run out in front of a crowd, it's just the best feeling in the world, you know? My friends call me an adrenaline junkie just because of the trip I get when I jump in front of a crowd. It's just the best feeling in the world. I jumped in Germany in 2003, I believe, 2002. It was the World Figure Skating Championship. I streaked Michel Kwan. For me, that was the best prepared streak ever in the history of streaking, because I went into the stadium, I prepared those special skates, I was wearing the boots, I had the blades in my bag, and you know, I clipped on all the preparation to get on the ice with skates in an event like this with their security, and you see the guards running after me with shoes there. I could have stayed there all day. Nobody could have caught me. The police were okay, you know, they laughed about it. It was hilarious. Just they were shocked, like, how did I prepare it? How did I get on with the skates and the whole thing? People were just laughing. And that was the goal of the streak, to keep it funny. It's just hilarious. Like, if you take my streaks and you see that it's events that are really like nobody ever streaked, like figure skating. Who would go streak a figure skating event, you know? But I made the funny thing out of a simple situation, which is funnier.
It's a performance. You know, I'm out to make people laugh, to see smiles on people's faces. That's the whole point of what I do. The audience scream their heads off and cheer. That's a great feeling, you know what I mean? And keep it short, keep it sweet. Have something in your head what you're going to do before you go on. Make it funny, and then go. You leave them wanting more.
Para los niños pequeños les gusta y yo como niño pequeño me gusta también. ¿Y por qué no saltar? ¿Qué mal? ¿Qué daño hago? ¿Qué mal? No es ningún mal, es divertido. Es espectacular.
Yeah, I'm a performance artist, but a comedian, an entertainer, you can call it anything you like. But that's what it's all about, entertaining people. I didn't set out to turn it into a living. No, I haven't made a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? I've got a regular job, I'm a painter.
I believe that we all jump for fame and not for money. It's really for the fame, it's really for the glamour of it.
También hay mucha gente que no le gusta Jimmy Jam porque se pone en el campo y para el partido, ¿no? Pero son viejos, no tienen sentido del humor esto, ¿no?
I mean, if you put your mind into a certain way, especially if you've got a crazy sense of humor or whatever, you can streak anything.
Voy a poner aquí, cuando volvamos de Madrid, voy a saltar aquí para celebrar esto, Mateo. Voy a subir arriba con una bandera voy a coger el nuevo pasaporte a la fama, al fame. Voy a ser ciudadano de Barcelona por primera vez en mi vida y con un nuevo pasaporte y después del salto a Bernabéu voy a saltar por todo el mundo. Salto galáctico, universal. Voy a 10 minutos y vamos a Sabadell, ¿ok? Es el inicio del viaje a Madrid. Quería ser futbolista y ahora soy saltador. La vida es loca, todo loco. Ahora normal, difícil. Ahora he empezado loco y tengo que acabar loco.
Què dius, noia? Com estem? Ara sortiràs, gravaran i tot, noia, gravaran i tot.
No, la Déu que us va venir.
Anem.
Hola,
Anda.
passa que el saludo.
Anda. Ai, la Julieta, hola.
Para cine, estupendo. Para animar a niños, estupendo, muy bien.
Mami,
No puede.
me voy a América a buscar el sueño americano.
Voy a hacerle la maleta. ¿Te vas con ellos? No, jóvenes alegría. Chimi, salta. Pero gente mayor, payaso, no gusta. La llaman al padre, amigos, y le dicen, oye, tu hijo, que no salte más, que hace el ridículo. Claro, el padre está que no veas tú. No le gusta. Y es su ilusión, de su vida, es la ilusión, pero... Ella tiene su niña, su cachorrito, su trabajo.
No, yo creo que sí que tiene impacto. Lo que pasa es que es demasiado radical y evidentemente vivimos sobre leyes. La sociedad está regulada por normas. Pero es que yo los medios no lo sé. Yo solo sé que él pues siempre ha tenido sus sueños, le ha gustado siempre el mundo del arte en general y el mundo del cine, etcétera. Y él ha encontrado la manera de hacerlo de esta manera, de darse a conocer de manera rápida.
Es un medio, es un medio.
Es un medio para gente impaciente, porque claro, él es muy impaciente. ¿No?
Es un medio para ir a buscar el sueño. Madre, tienes que entender que mi salto es para divertir a la gente, ¿no?
Sí, pero ya no diviertes, divertías. No me gusta cuánto salta en mi país, porque hay caer, un golpe, problemas, prisión, está muy serio, multas, mucho dinero. La gente no admite.
I've been in jail many times, only overnight or for a few hours. You know, every time I get locked up in a police cell, when I get arrested, I just sit there and go over the event that just happened, and I go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and I'm out of jail.
I streaked in the Olympics. I streaked the diving competition. So after I jumped, I got out of the pool, and those police security guys, whatever, they took me in the back of the pool in the bathroom. And next thing I know, I wake up in the hospital, 2 days later, all bummed up and all blue eyes, concussion. I really don't know what happened. After the second punch, I just knocked out.
I've had 2 broken ribs on the left side when I did the FA Cup final. Security, all rugby players. He went for pain. He could have took me out anyway, and he went to injure me. And when he tackled me, I knew something had gone. And we rolled over, even the crowd went, oh! But, they could see the force he'd hit me. And we rolled up, he's pulled me up straight away. He got carried off, I had 2 broken ribs.
I've never expected anybody to behave that way, What did I do? I just streaked an event. What was the big deal about it?
Broken a finger, fell over, getting tackled, landed awkwardly, broke a finger. I've had stitches, 21 stitches in the back of my leg. A couple of beatings.
Criminals don't get a beating like this after they do a crime.
The law is the law. You should be judged by the actual courts of law rather than the security people and the police on duty at the time. They're supposed to get a hold of you, take you off, charge you, not charge you, whatever, and then it's down to the court of law then to actually say what they think your punishment should be, if any.
Mark Roberts has been one of my longest-standing clients, and he's one of the few guys who really cheers me up in life. A lot of my cases are very depressing: murders, rapes, burglaries, all kinds of assaults, frauds. And then there's Mark. And the way the Velcro suit just comes off, as he says, not to sexy in 2 seconds.
I'm not a criminal. I'm not out to offend people or break the law in any serious way.
When he was first before the courts, they didn't really know what to charge him with. And they were charging him with the wrong offences, indecent exposure and that kind of thing.
No, indecent exposure is lewd conduct. That's down for the flashers. That's for the people who are using the bits in a lewd way.
Which would never, ever get off the ground, and never did. So it's obvious that the police have had a rethink, and they charge him with a public order offence of causing harassment, alarm or distress by insulting or abusive behaviour.
That's funny, isn't it? 70,000 people laughing and cheering their heads off. They don't look alarmed or distressed to me. So I go to court and I'll plead not guilty. It's like when you see a sign in a village green, keep off the grass. What happens when you walk across the grass? It's nothing. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just running across the grass.
Of course, if he runs onto a football pitch, he automatically breaks a new law caused by football writing of encroaching onto a football stadium, which is an offence in itself. And I have to say that we do have problems if he's charged with that.
And I'd like to see in the law books where it says it's illegal to make people laugh. I don't know. I've never seen it.
He's had conditional discharges, he's had fines, and he's had bans. And that's the main thing for him, a banning order. Because he's got to think long and hard about what he's going to, sorry about the pun, about what he's going to do.
I think it was a 3-month or a 6-month football ban. So I thought, what can I do? I'm sitting home watching this TV show, and on this there's a live weather broadcast on a floating weather map in the Albert Dock in Liverpool.
We could have a little problem here. And how am I going to cope with this?
Next thing, it's all over the papers. I mean, that footage got sold to 83 countries, I believe, and Fred the Weatherman, I think he won Weatherman of the Year around the world the following year.
Round of applause for the streaker, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for the streaker.
Hey, friends. How are you? Creo que voy a enseñar una cosa muy importante para mí. El salto de la final de la Euro 2004 ha sido el más grande que he hecho como Jimmy Jam. The big one. Figo is a traitor because he changed from Barcelona to Madrid. Why did he change to Madrid? Madrid is the rival for Barcelona. Now everyone in Barcelona hates him. And I threw the Barcelona flag to Figo's face. I destroyed the captain, then jumped into the net. Y todo ha salido muy mediático. No quería tan mediático, no pensaba en tan grande, sino pensaba en el acto este no sería tan importante a nivel mundial porque ha sido visto en muchas televisiones. No he preparado este salto para tirar la bandera, para salir en foto, no, ha sido todo ha sido una evolución, ha sido una cosa un salto muy divino. Miguel, es que es muy importante la entrada esta, porque si no vamos a ir sin entrada allí, ¿sabes? Más de decir seguro, tu amigo, todo, hablar ahora y todo. Ok, Miguel. Sí, estoy preparando todo, ya te explicaré, Miguel, ya te explicaré, de verdad. Estoy ahora preparando todo lo de Madrid, pensando a ver cómo vamos a entrar al campo. Tenemos una entrada, pero falta otra para ellos grabar y creo que la tuya es perfecto. Pero tenemos que quedar en Madrid y tener la entrada antes del partido, el viernes. Pero dime si es seguro todo esto, Miguel, para hablarlo y ya es todo bien, todo correcto. Ok, gracias, Miguel, gracias. Si Jimmy salta en el Bernabéu, en el derbi del 19 de noviembre, el sábado, pienso que va a ser el más famoso saltador del mundo.
Renegade marketing is the kind of marketing tactics which go against the grain, they go against the norm, and they break convention. What it's trying to do is use elements of surprise and unpredictability to engage a target. So it's quick, it's bam, it's in your face, and the idea is that it becomes so memorable, so ingrained in your consciousness that you actually want to spread word of this by word of mouth, or if it's on the internet, through viral emails. So again, the objective is the maximum amount of attention with a minimum amount of expenditure. It's like a publicity stunt on steroids.
Golden Palace was established in 1997 as an online casino. But as the business grew, we felt that it was necessary to establish the brand name of Golden Palace in people's minds, and that induced us to go outside of the normal parameters and to examine alternative methods of marketing. The first time we used this was tattooing the name of Golden Palace on the back of a boxer. His name was Hopkins.
Bernard Hopkins was the first boxer that they had tattooed, and when he came out, it was just like a shock to everybody. And, you know, Golden Palace just instantly came, who is this, who is this? And everyone wanted to find out who they were.
He was boxing at a match that was televised, and that had a huge impact.
Due to the boxing, the tattoos, and the skydiving, and the streaking, You don't need the .com, you just say Golden Palace, everybody knows who they are and what they stand for.
I've been around for years with messages across my body, and they've just been humorous messages, and other companies I think have taken up, have got onto that and seen, it does make an impact, and it does get publicity, it does generate things. So companies have started to use, people in that way, and I think it works really well.
Golden Palace has been involved in using human billboards since about 2001. I know they started off with a boxer, then they had a topless girl who gate crashed a televised golf event.
Honestly, this is probably like the scariest thing I've ever done. I'm in the very front row, security at cops everywhere. My knees were like buckling, like this has never happened to me before, ever. We went and had a t-shirt of Velcro. We had Velcro put up the whole sides the day before, and I just ripped it off. I went up to him to give him the rose, and he didn't take it, which actually worked out good because the police told me later on if I would have threw it at him or forced it upon him, that it would have been assault.
The first time I saw Golden Palace was on TV. It was when Mark Roberts did a football streak when he ran on the court as a referee and streak. That was hilarious. So I said, I can do that. Contacted Golden Palace and I said, listen, I want to do that. And they say, well, they explained to me how it works with them, and I just did it. The sponsorship deal with Golden Palace is very easy. You choose an event, you streak it, you do what you have to do, and the outcome of the event, how many interviews you go, what visibility you get, and according to what you get, then, you're paid accordingly, let's say.
If they get a good exposure, a good media interest in what they've done, then they get paid on the use of their image. If they generate only, interest in a local newspaper, then the amount that they get paid is very small. If it gets nationwide, or even better, worldwide, then the amounts are much greater, obviously.
The press coverage started the first time I streaked in Hong Kong. A few days later, got a phone call from my mum. What are you doing? What do you mean? Showed you in a newspaper here with no clothes on, with a rugby ball under your arm? I said, you're joking? She went, no, all of the Daily Mirror. I went, bloody hell, so it made international press. I thought, bloody hell. Well, I didn't expect that, and I didn't know.
You can only imagine my mother, my parents, trucks in front of the house with the satellites banging at the door, trying to find me why I jumped, and my mother, my family was really overwhelmed with what happened.
Rather than just the 50, 60, 70,000 people who were in the stadium at that time, if there's press there, then it's going to go to millions. So you can make millions of people laugh, even though they mightn't be there.
The amount of coverage that you can achieve through renegade marketing is absolutely massive. Not only do you get the publicity from the initial stunt that you pull, but the potential for viral marketing is huge too.
The Super Bowl, for one, for instance, that went off so well. Front page newspaper around the world, and still being shown now. Advertising, huge. Millions and millions and millions of people saw that, because it was such a massive event. Obviously, that was the Holy Grail. That was the biggest one of all that I needed in the whole of streaking world I could do.
A 30-second ad in the Super Bowl will cost you about $1.5 million plus production costs. You engage one guy, one renegade, one maverick to pull off a stunt for you, and it's going to be a lot more cost effective.
The crowd enjoyed it so hugely, and I think this is the key to it. What people have to realise is that we are in the entertainment business. That's what we do. We sell entertainment. Some people may feel that some of the things we do are innovative, exciting. Other people may find some of the things we do distasteful. But that is all down to the individual's perception.
Some of the most memorable things come on the back of what I've been doing, what my performances. I did a couple of TV commercials and a billboard campaign in Spain and Portugal. The first one was for Atletico Bilbao Sportswear, their new kit, football team.
A streaker. If I'm not mistaken, this is our friend, what's his name again? Mark Roberts, yes. Mark Roberts, the official Champions Cup final streaker.
That won an award at the Cannes Festival, a Lion Award. It's like the Oscars of the advertising world. The amount of newspapers I've been in worldwide. I've done Bolivia, Argentina, Switzerland, Australia, New Zealand, obviously a lot in America, all over the UK, every country in Europe, Canada many times. God. I've done interviews for countries I've never even heard of.
Yo voy a ver al Agustín, mi amigo, antes de saltar, porque allí me siento relajado y es un sitio muy confortable, ir al Pirineo, las montañas, y allí estoy muy tranquilo y preparo todo el salto, ¿no? En estos sitios tan aislados del mundo, ¿no?
Nos conocimos ya hace muchos años, entonces pues cada 2 semanas nos juntamos, hablamos bastante a menudo.
Jimmy viene aquí cada vez que salta porque aquí pues se tranquiliza, se encuentra un poco a sí mismo y pues coge fuerzas para poder saltar y con todas las energías y dedicarle toda la fuerza suya al salto.
Fa 10 anys estàvem a Holanda y ahora estem a Puigcerdà, ¿no?
Ahora estamos a Puigcerdà.
Hace 10 años estábamos en Holanda y ahora estamos aquí.
Era todo orange entonces.
Y
ahora es todo blanco.
Es como la canción de Loquillo, ¿no? Dice, hace 10 años rompíamos las puertas para entrar en los conciertos internacionales y ahora estamos aquí, como dos reyes.
I am 30, man. I am 30. Only 30 is not enough. I need to jam again. I need to jam in big places.
The biggest thing in the last 5 years was to throw the flag to Figo's face. That I have it in my heart, like 2 or 3 millions of Catalan people, you know? In the heart, eh? I cannot erase it, man.
I cannot understand people who don't like my jam, because my jam is free. It's not. It's with the pueblo, with the people. It's not against the people. It's with the people.
I think Jimmy is already famous by jumping. The only problem is, I repeat again, the many persons that are against jumping and that don't understand the jump. That's why the Jimmy jump fever is not going up.
Always alone. Always pay the bill myself, and I am destroyed now. I am broke. Maybe some company give me money for this jam in Madrid. I think I don't want this money. Maybe I will be in the history of strikers because will be remembered that one person jump for himself and for the people, for the world.
El mensaje de Jimmy Jam en cualquier tipo de salto es un mensaje de paz, de libertad. El salto es un salto real, sentimiento de corazón.
Timing of a streak is everything. You could run on at a really important part of a game and you could change the outcome of the game. You know, there was an instance in Australia, a huge rugby game.
The head of Vodafone Australian Operations, Graham Marr, has engaged 2 streakers to get involved in actually interrupting an international game of rugby. But he's got no control over when these guys are going to come onto the park. And these guys run onto the park just as New Zealand are preparing to take a kick.
It was like the last kick of the game and it was one team leading by a point, I think. And the guys put the ball down to take a penalty. Now that penalty determines whether they win or lose. 2 streakers jumped on with Vodafone written across the backs and kicked the ball away. Next thing they're chasing around, stopped the game, they've been led off. The guy replaced the ball and missed. The team lost. That's ridiculous.
Now when you consider that Vodafone was also a sponsor of the Australian rugby team, the furore was massive and the PR fallout devastating.
If you're going to go on to do something, you have to do it at the right time. You want the crowd to cheer. If you're advertising a product, you have to do it in a way where it's going to be positive for the product, not negative.
You know, I think what's a common denominator in a lot of these renegade marketing stunts is the self-serving publicity aims of those involved. I mean, when you look at the case of Ron Ben Simon in the Olympics, now this is a guy wearing a tutu and some Golden Palace branding, and he's taken a jump off a deal into the pool before the Chinese diver competes. Ron Ben Simon has affected this guy's concentration, the Chinese diver's concentration, so badly that the guy fails to perform.
I'd open a newspaper, he's on a diving board with a tutu on. Now, That's one of my trademarks, so he's obviously copying what I was doing.
First of all, I never saw that jump that he's talking about with the tutu and the goggles. Secondly, that's my trademark, the tutu, and I'm the tutu man, you know? I was looking for, you know, for visibility, and what better than the biggest event in the world, Summer Olympic Games.
In the Olympics, people train all their lives to get to that point. And if you mess up somebody's last dive or whatever, you're ruining their life dreams. You can't do that.
I'd just like to mention that Greece won a gold medal, and it was their first gold medal ever in diving. So yes, it definitely did something to the divers. I made a gold medal for Greece. So they should thank me for that.
If you're out to actually entertain people, you're conscious of things that you do. You want to solely entertain people. Now, I believe Jimmy Jump has done a couple of things where it's been a bit silly. I believe he jumped on at Barcelona and threw a flag in Figo's face. Now, one part of the stadium would enjoy that, but Figo didn't. That's personal. You know, Figo didn't like it, and the other, you know, the other side of the stadium, you know, obviously didn't like it at all. Don't offend people. You know, don't throw things in people's face, and don't do it at a crucial part of a football game or whatever game. You know, you've got to think it through before you do it. Don't just go there and think, oh, I'm going to jump on here. It's not a case of that. There's a lot of thought and planning goes into it to be successful.
Listen, Mark Roberts is getting older, so I think he's going to stop streaking soon. Me, you know, maybe a few, but nothing much. And he's the only one left in the legacy of famous streakers. Maybe somebody new is going to come out, but for now, I think Jimmy is going to be on top of the world soon.
Ya me voy a Madrid a saltar en el Bernabéu. Estoy excitado y quiero saltar en el centro del universo. Es como ir a una batalla. Eren tres tambors, venien de la guerra i el més petit de tots portava una trompeta. Ram, 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 patapam.
Eren tres tambors que venen de la guerra, el més petit de tots, portant drap i roseta. Ram, ram, patapam, un gran ramó de roses.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This. I choose this. Who is going to pay my bill? The message is, who is going to pay this bill, man? It's a message for the public. Normally, nobody help you. And I need some help, no, for the people who likes this jam. I think this message will be international. If everything is okay, I will find some people who wants help me for the sponsor for the next jam.
The Real Barça game is the biggest sporting event in the year in Spain, without a doubt. And this year, it's even bigger. Every year it seems to get bigger and bigger and bigger, but this year is no exception. We are very close to the stadium, the Santiago Bernabéu. So we're going to be packed. We're going to be very, very full. We're going to be packed with people here meeting up for a drink before going to the game. They meet up with their friends here. This is one of the meeting spots. And head off to the stadium. It's only 3 minutes walk away.
I want to take this ball, man. I want to take it. I want to take it, really. I want to take this fucking ball. I want to take it.
Esta semana es todo fútbol en España. Es algo muy importante dentro del país. Visto deportivamente y visto socialmente.
Bien, un Real Madrid-Barcelona siempre es importante. Por tanto, es importante porque son los máximos rivales que hay en España.
O sea, mañana durante el partido habrá 16 personas de diferentes estamentos. Son 250 cámaras, hay 16 monitores de 20 pulgadas. En cada monitor se ven 4 imágenes por 16 imágenes. Mucha gente viendo, mucha gente decidiendo.
Después habrá, pues no lo sé, no lo tenemos cuantificado todavía. Mañana en la reunión de seguridad lo veremos. Pero espero que habrá como 200 vigilantes jurados, más unos 550, 570 auxiliares o stewards, más o menos. El dispositivo pasará de los 1000 hombres, sí.
Los saltos, pues propiamente impiden el normal desarrollo de un partido, con lo cual evitar esos saltos. Y lógicamente hay un dispositivo de seguridad importante solo exclusivamente dedicado a los saltos. Los saltos es difícil de controlar, pero lo que se trata es que interrumpa lo menos posible. Mark Roberts, por ejemplo, en otros espectáculos ha saltado, ha regateado, ha tirado a un señor al suelo, lo ha cogido la pelota, ha metido un gol. Cuando saltó al Estadio Santiago Bernabéu es difícil evitar el salto. Evitamos muchos, pero cuando una persona vive, como este señor, de saltar a un terreno de juego, pues es complicado.
Una avalancha la paras, a un individuo, como te coge por imprevisto y te va a sacar ya 3 metros, esos 3 metros no los recuperas, si es que los recuperas, hasta el centro del campo.
Porque lo que tenemos es un grupo de personas solo y exclusivamente para evitar que esta persona haga en un terreno de juego lo que quiera. Que en un estadio como en el Santiago Bernabéu, en el cual hay 80.000 personas y no hay vallas que separen al espectador del terreno de juego, los saltos que se han producido en estos últimos 6 años los podamos contar con los dedos de una mano. En España hay un caso con seguidores que han sido sancionados a 4 y 5 y 6 años de expulsión, o sea, de no poder entrar a espectáculos deportivos, y creo que la multa máxima que se ha puesto a una persona ha sido 36.000 euros. O sea que la ley está siendo duro.
Bien, pues obviamente cumplir la ley. Es muy sencillo. Se cumple la ley, toda aquella persona que salta al campo se la expulsa del estadio y se la sanciona administrativamente. Se la propone para sanción. Es hacer cumplir la ley, exactamente. Está previsto en la ley y se hace cumplir.
Es complicado. Entrar en el estadio sin ticket no es fácil. No es imposible porque nada es imposible. Todo depende de las ganas que ponga cada uno en hacer algo. Pero vamos, son secretos que conoce todo el mundo. Es intentar conseguir una entrada y entrar.
Yo creo que es un payaso. El catalán vive de esto. Tiene su página web. Y repito, no entiendo de que no haya alguna medida para parar estos prejuicios que causa, ¿no? Al espectáculo, a las televisiones que están dando. Pero bueno.
Finally, I got the ticket. Madrid, Barcelona. Wow, it's a dream.
Let's go.
Esto es el estadio, ¿vale? O sea, el estadio es así de grande. Las dos porterías, la grada, lateral, ¿ok? Yo voy a saltar por aquí, por un córner, ¿vale? Voy a llegar hasta el centro. Mi sueño es coger la pelota, take the ball and put up. But that's difficult because many security around the stadium, okay? If I arrive in the center, I am proud of me. But if I give the present to Ronaldinho and I can run around Santiago Bernabéu, I am God, man. Listen to me. I am God.
The atmosphere in the stadium, even just for any game, is electric. It's an amazing stadium. Just a wall of people. The buzz, the atmosphere is just incredible. It's just overwhelming. If Jimmy Jump runs across the pitch today, it's major.
Ahora solo está en mi cabeza saltar y llegar al medio del campo. No sé qué va a pasar, pero yo, Jimmy Jump, lo voy a intentar. Una vez más. Una vez más, one more time, Jimmy Jump will be there. And I will be alive again. Okay? Let's go? Let's go.
al Barça. Salte hoy a ver si el rey hace frío. A ver si se atreve. El que salte le meten 400 seguratas y 5 robaires.
Jimmy Chan, el número 1.
I jump for people, I jump for freedom, I jump for me. Maybe I am crazy, I don't know, but life is only one time. It's my dream and I will fight for it.
I think the fact that he's out there jumping without sponsorship is just, I think it's crazy.
Take the money and run, not just run. Take the money and run.
I heard a while ago that he said he just wanted to be famous.
Is it his 15 seconds of fame? Well, I'm sure he's had that. So for me, Jimmy's actually achieved his goal already. He is famous.
I hope he has success in what he's doing to become the most famous jumper ever. And, you know, I'm behind him on this.
Well, here it is again, El Clasico! Not only is this the biggest game in Spain, it's one of the biggest games in world football. 80,000 screaming fans. You can really feel the energy. The crowd has really been looking forward to this one. This is the biggest rivalry in Spain. It's everything to these fans. Here we go!
I got it! I take the ball, man! I take the fucking ball, man! I make it, man! I am a new man! A dreamer's man! I made it! I got it! My dream! I arrived to the middle of the centrum. I take the ball and I, for my friends of Barcelona, go up! I got it! I take the ball, man! I was with Ronaldinho and Ronaldo, with the stars. Look, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, and Jimmy Jam. That's all. Look the ball of the match, the beginning. Look at this. I am again in the news. And now I want to come back to Barcelona to celebrate with my friends. And just the work in Madrid is finished. I was for 10 seconds in the center of the universe.
I think it's fantastic that I will be remembered. You know, I've guaranteed I've left my mark on the world. And I've got to say, I'm thankful for streaking. So there's no way I can say I regret. In fact, it's the opposite. It's changed my life around. It's given me a goal in life. It's given me aims. And above all, it's given me a hell of a lot of confidence. I wish I'd have had somebody there with me each time to share the experience with, because it's so much that I've taken in and learned and seen. I've found something that's unique. No one's ever, people have streaked, but no one's ever done it to the level that I've took it to. And when I finish, no one can follow. I think I'm quite happy with the way my career's gone and the way it's took shape. And you know, I've been doing this for so long, and the highs have been so high. Who's to say if I'll ever stop?
Todo ha sido el sueño aquí, ¿no? O sea, creo que ha sido un salto de verdad espectacular, ¿no? O sea, quizá mejor que el Portugal, ¿no? Desde pequeño pensando en jugar en el Barça, ¿sabes? Y ahora he saltado, ¿no? Para un clásico Barça-Madrid. Jimmy está contento, ¿vale? Y este es Jimmy de pequeño y Jimmy de grande con la pelota, con los mejores jugadores del mundo. Entonces mi sueño de pequeño se ha hecho realidad.